HowExpert Top 10 Lessons from the Richest Man in Babylon, book by George S. Clason. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more. Number 1. This celebrated bestseller offers an understanding of our personal financial problems. In truth, the financial problems that most people find themselves in are indeed personal, or better said, of our own making. All that need be done at this point is to get an understanding of the person to alleviate the financial problems. After all, when it comes to success of any kind, we must become the person that said success belongs to. Number 2. The Book of Cures for Lean Purses has been termed a guide to financial understanding. This book is not a guide, it simply serves realign our understanding, which then transforms your life going forward in a manner that is more agreeable to you. Remember, though, this is a book about finances. Money is only an energy that can be harnessed to serve our needs in this plane of existence. We're not slaves to it, it works for us. Number 3. No endorsement can be higher than that of practical men who appreciate its teachings because they themselves have worked up to important successes by applying the very principles it advocates. Whether you believe this as I do, that this is one of the greatest books ever written, or hold some other classic in the same high regard, the wisdom found within them must be applied. Remember, faith without work is dead. The idea that practical men have endorsed this book says everything we need to know, which is that anyone that takes a leap of faith will in time reap its rewards. Number 4. Babylon was like this, a mixture of grandeur and squalor. No matter where one may find themselves upon the inner calling to correct their financial situation, be it in grandeur or the squalor, applying the principles shared within these pages will transform any squalor and do so faster than might be commonly thought. Number 5. If I did have 2 she-kills, Banshear replied, to no one could I lend them, for they would be my entire fortune. No one lends his entire fortune, not even to his best friend. Even if you're like the fellow Banshear, down to his last she-kills, simply taking notice of the state of being is enough to propel you towards circumstances that will change your financial problems to financial bliss. In truth, though, we despise these situations. Even as we put ourselves into them, it is these moments of discomfort that actually propel us forward in more desirable paths to financial freedom. Number 6. A torment from the gods. It must be! Though it may certainly seem that the gods have it out for us, especially when it comes to personal finances. The beautiful thing is that the perceived torment spoken of is brought upon us by us. The beauty lies in realizing that we have the power to transform the torment to bliss. Number 7. Let us talk it over together, for as the sailors do say, we ride in the same boat, we two. One of the most difficult aspects that we face once we start to raise our consciousness is that those we ride in the same boat with may need to be transformed or changed to those we used to ride in the same boat with. It can be difficult, but it is a necessity and a doable one. For the learned, even as the people in this book seem to have figured out, it is most often those closest to us that have the clearest path to tear us down. Number 9. Are we more than dumb sheep? Meh. We live in the richest city in all the world. About us is much wealth, but of it we ourselves have none. What is the matter? Nothing. Nothing at all is wrong with you, and you are far more than dumb sheep. Understand that you were meant to enjoy finer things in life. In fact, you might well say that it is your duty to God. So no, we are not dumb sheep, and nothing is the matter with you. It is as simple as the scripture that reads, "My people perish for the lack of knowledge." We just had a lack of knowledge, but not anymore. Number 9. Consider also our sons. Are they not following in the footsteps of their fathers? Even as it is us who brings the financial torment of the gods, which most find themselves in at some time or another. One way of coming to grips with said state is to realize that most, if not all of our misconceptions about personal finances were passed on or taught to us in some way by those who have loved us most, our ancestors. Still, those patterns can be broken and reprogrammed with more productive tendencies. Better still, much like the above mentioned of living your best life being our duty, a similar burden lay in going forward than our fathers did. a sort of generational curse type of deal, so that our descendants may have, or at least the opportunity to have it better than we did, at least financially. Number 10. Never in all the years of our friendship did you talk like this, Banshear. Kabbi was puzzled. Never in all my years did I think like this, Banshear replied. The key here is to understand that no matter how long we go along on the merry-go-round of personal finances, or anything else for that matter, that once we give our attention to it, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, things will start to move for you in ways that will not only astonish your understanding, may also confound it at the same time when we realize that it has been our own thinking/understanding which has imprisoned us all along. Be advised, the entire issue to begin with wasn't the lack of money. It was or is indeed the state of our thinking that gets us into the calamity that we most often find ourselves enmeshed in. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more.